Oh, well, poor Raine. At least we've got a pact with Volks now, so that's something, I guess. What's done is done, Sheena. You can't change the past. As much as you want to, it just can't happen. Yeah, Colette does it all the time. Anyway, we need to go get those Rayards back. For some reason I think in God of the New World they changed the pronunciation to Rayards, which is really weird. Oh well, not my problem. Basically where you want to go is over to this massive snowy islands here. Unfortunately, it's easier said than done to get to where you need to go. Because if the area is too small, you can't get through it. Like that. Which really sucks. And also I think at this point I'd completely forgotten how to control the ship, so it was just like, no! This probably isn't the smartest design decision that they've had in this game. Then again, sort of, you only really use it for up until this point. This is like this is your last challenge with the ship, so oh, come on. For depressed people. It is indeed Zelos. Yeah, very true. It's not good to be so upbeat when Sheena's so depressed. True. But you can at least be a little more tactful, Zelos. I do think that's something you seem to be lacking in spades. True, but it's an awkward one. Because sometimes you do need the sort of shock out of it. But other times you just need sort of just a bit of peace and quiet for a little while. Before you can do anything. Anyway. Finally, here is the Tethe'alla base. Absolutely what felt like forever to get here, but that's fine by me. We've just got to get through here now. Awesome. I'm surprised they don't have CCTV footage. Surely they'd see a bunch of people coming into the base. Wait, what? I don't know what you were doing, Zelos, but we'll leave it for now. Basically, we've got to get through this entire sort of building to get to the Riards. Fun! Essentially, what you need to do is need to get the 3 passcodes to get through. So, yeah. Oh well, we'll sort this. Anyway, you need to change your source of ring function to now shoot electricity again. Yay. Now this is actually quite a long dungeon, and the boss can be pretty damn hard. Your best bet is largely to try and be as high level as possible when you come to this. Because I do seem to recall that someone mentioned when was it? There was something I read somewhere where somebody had a major problem with the boss of this place, and even though they had the 2 times EXP thing, so it is literally a case of you need to be a decent level, which at the minute I'm around sort of the level you should be, or at least by the time I get to the boss, I shall be at a level that you should be aiming for, pretty much. Now, the whole thing of this dungeon, lock pushing puzzles. I bet you missed these from the Mel Tokyo sewers, didn't you? At least these ones are a little more interesting, because you've actually got to think. Anyway, here's the first renegade we need to bring the hurt down on.
50% output should be good.
Those commanders are hilarious. I mean, just listen to that pain cry, it's hilarious. I really should not be so mean to them. But it's just hilarious.
Lloyd, you need to remember that enemy's weakness.
Oh man, you're making me study.
Anyway, the first passcode is the power of. Now, it's probably a very good idea to make note of these. I mean, you can return to Orochi and he will tell you, but, yeah, you really want to, just have them written down on a piece of paper so that you don't need to return to him to remind you. Thankfully I had a piece of paper at the ready because I knew what was coming, so yeah. Shame the same can't be said about the rest of the dungeon, because yeah, there's a couple of bits where I was just like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't play a game for literally forever. And you just forget everything about it. And sometimes you just don't think things through properly. Ow. That hurt. Like, there are certain times where, like, just you don't read things properly, then you can't pull them off. That can be annoying. You'll see something of that sort happen in a room, I think, shortly. I think it might be this room that we're going into right now. Yeah. In here, you've got to push the blocks in the correct places to do particular stuff with them. And I'm going to be running about like a lunatic for the next 5 minutes, maybe. Because essentially what you've got to do is you've got to push the blocks next to the stairs to get to a chest that's just there. I'm not going to them yet for me being a stupid idiot. But you've got to push these blocks up there to get that chest, but you've also got to hit the electrical power generator thingy. Unfortunately, because of where I was reading and McGee at that point in time, I didn't realise I had to do that. So I completely missed it, and as you will see, I have to return to do it a little bit later on. At this point I'm just like, I've got the wrong item, this isn't what I wanted. What? But yeah. So, there's a little alcove just next to the stairs that you want to be going to. Not there, I should say. Literally, you can barely see it. Just off the stairs. It's really weird. Yeah. I honestly can't believe how much of an idiot I am to not be able to see. This will be, you'll get that chest from a block that you get from a later area. Now I think I've finally figured out where I've got to take it. There we go. Come on, there we go. So yeah, basically to get all the items in this room, you've got to come through it twice. But that's not too much of a problem. Just takes a little bit more time, unfortunately. But if you want to get all the chests, then you've got to do it, really. Now I'm finally realising the mistake I made, in that I've got to shoot the electrical thing. I don't quite know what I'm doing at the minute, but oh no, I think I'm trying to shoot it from here. I'm just like, why is this not working? Yes, this is clearly going to work brilliantly. But you can kind of see my logic. It's just not working very well. Don't worry, I cotton on in a minute. There we go. Basically got to make a rather awkward shot around the chest. I honestly cannot believe that I was such an idiot there. Oh well, what's done is done. I probably could have edited that out, but I'm sure you wanted to see some idiocy on my part. There we go. basically that activates one lift. So yeah, now basically you want to get it onto the top right hand side of the platform, because you want to be able to get on to it. So yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking I don't like this dungeon anymore, it's confusing me. It's not actually that bad, it's a lot more sort of interesting than the Meltokyo sewers. You'll hear me say that quite a lot, methinks. I don't like the Meltokyo sewers, as you've probably already guessed. Right, so you just want to pop it off there, because you'll be coming back to it later on. Or at least shortly. I think it might be shortly. Boo! Annoying enemy. Oh! We've got a guy with a massive hammer. Oh, that's hilarious. Evil warrior. Oh, I do think these people are hilarious.
Do not bother us.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be just in a second, so there we go. Let's move this all the way over. Yay! So that means that now that lift thing is operational, so we can go jump on that. Yay! So what we want to do is we want to grab a block and take it over with us. Now, I'm definitely quite ahead of myself in bringing this little subject up. But each character has a different technical art branch. And largely it's done by using a certain move a certain number of times, and you've got being a T-type or an S-type. Now, the reason that Raine hasn't learnt any more, good healing moves is because I've had her as an S-type. What I'm going to do, from my next recording session, which is actually a lot further into the game than this, well, I say a lot further, I mean 10 parts further. I'm trying to keep that far ahead for yous. I'm going to change her from that S-type to a T-type so that she can learn the best healing moves in the game. Because basically, you go on the T-type side, you go First Aid, Nurse, Healing Circle, and then Revitalize, if I recall correctly. Oh, Raine is a T-type. What? I'm so confused! I thought she... right. I'm gonna sort that out. I thought she was an S-type. Clearly she's not. That tree tell me wrong. Bloody hope not. But either way, it's something that I'm gonna sort myself out with. But a lot of the time, sometimes it's if you learn a move, you need to delete the other move to be able to learn it. So it's something that I'm going to have to do. Because I want Healing Circle. Definitely want Healing Circle. And Revitalize. Because Revitalize is a glorious move. It really is. So I'll be getting to that at some point, yeah. Now, if you're wondering why I was on the menu screen for so long at that point, I believe one of my family members phoned up. And because I live at home at the minute, that's going to change along with my upload schedule, probably. I don't have the... I think I've just screwed up. Maybe? Have I? Have I not? I don't know. Basically, yeah, I kind of get interrupted sometimes when I'm in the middle of recording. So it's something I can't do a lot about. That was a really stupid move. But yeah, it's something I can't do a whole lot about, other than editing it out when I remember that it's there. Clearly, I did not remember that happened. So, oops, I guess. I don't really know anyway. The second passcode is with this guy right here. Screw your Thunderblade. Let's just use that for the sake of it. It's hilarious.
Get ready. Now, Tempest. Are you okay? Are you okay?
There we go.
I was just warming up.
So, the passcodes at this point are the power of the star is... So we just need the last one now. And if you think a little bit, you will probably realise that you'll find out what the last passcode is by the end of the part. Yay! Now, the lift's engaged. So basically, you will use that block a little bit later on, but not right now, unfortunately. I have a thing with walking into lasers, don't I? I think I just have no sense of keeping my life intact in video games. I'm just like, yeah, just murder everything, don't give a damn about the health. Die, 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 die. Thankfully, it hasn't come back to bite me in the ass too much in this game. I'm sure it could have hurt a lot worse. Now, so yeah, the power of the star is... And Orochi will heal you every single time you go to him, so... Nice to have a healing spot for you, and it's for free, so that's always nice. Now, I believe the next passcode is... to the left here. Is it to the left there? Could have sworn it was. It is? We'll see in a second. Yes, it is. It's in the room just here. With this blue guy. They're all colour-coded for your convenience. Will you stop using Thunderblade, please? It's annoying. There we go, all done and dusted. And so, the last passcode is the Radiance of Life. So the three passcodes are, the power of the star is the Radiance of Life. Now, I think that these can be different in each game, which is why you're recommended to note it all down. But I could be wrong on that one. Either way, let's give Sheena a few extra things. Let's give her an internal. That seems to be quite nice. Raine's fine at the minute, and let's give Pasea some. Yeah, I've actually quite enjoyed using the X skills. It makes things quite awesome.